This is Dan Davies with AbleLink Smart Living Technologies with another 4-minute tutorial. Today we're going to take a look at the Help dialog within Smart Living Desktop. Let's get started. I'll launch the desktop and we'll get to the login page. Now before you've added your first user in the Smart Living Desktop, you will see this button on the center of the page that says click here for help with getting started. When I click that button, we will begin hearing an audio description that describes the login page. I'll click it now.
Generally, the login display is the first display that opens when you start the Smart Living Desktop.
I'm going to pause that. You can pause it with this button over here on the right. But what you're hearing is an informational description of the login display, which is really the starting point when you launch the Smart Living Desktop. But on this page, you can get help information in each of these different parts of the program that you see on the screen. As I click on one, you'll get some information that explains what that part of the program is all about and how to use it. Click on the password display, we'll get a description of that.
User passwords are optional in the Smart Living Desktop.
So this is very useful information for orienting yourself to the Smart Living Desktop and the different capabilities of the system. There is also 2 additional tabs. The second one is the Keywords tab. This shows you all the keywords that you can type into the setup text box to perform functions or to access parts of the program. It's very useful for referring to. This information is also available in the user manual. The third tab provides detailed instructions for setting up a standard password as well as a picture password. So check that out to learn more about passwords. Now over on the right hand side of the screen is a button that launches the user manual. This is the Smart Living Desktop User Guide. It's about 84 pages long, so it's quite comprehensive, and it provides you information about getting started with the system and every type of button that you can create with the Smart Living Desktop. So it's a great resource for you as well. Let me show you a couple of things also. When you exit the help display the first time and you still haven't added any users, that help button goes away. That's by design because now it's time to add your own users. If you want to return to it at any time, you can type the word help, because that's one of the keywords, into the setup box and it brings that display back up on the screen. So let me exit out of that. Let me show you another key thing about getting started with the system. So I'm going to add a user. We're going to add Han Solo real quickly here. I type in the first name and the last name. Those are the 2 required fields. There are no other required fields for creating a user. I'm going to double click the image here and select an image from my pictures folder of Han Solo, just like that. I'll hit save. So I'm going to exit out. I have 1 user in the system. So watch what happens when I exit the program and then restart. I will exit. I'll launch back into the desktop. And what happens is Smart Living Desktop detects that there's only 1 user in the system, and even though it's the agency version that I've activated here, it will take me right into that 1 user's desktop because there is only 1 in the system automatically. The exit button will exit us from the desktop. So it looks as if that's the only user in the system. Now to get back to this login display to add additional users, you type the word setup in the bottom left and you're back to where you started. Now you can add more users. Thanks for listening today. For more information about AbleLink or any of these Smart Living programs, check out our website or email us at the address you see on the screen.